Welcome back to 1201 Talks, where we pay the culture, make the culture pay us. Thank you for everybody who liked, subscribed, commented. The love is appreciated, man. Just keep coming back. I'm getting major feedback, major love. Appreciate y'all. Today on 1201 Talks, I have a special guest today. I'm pretty sure you guys know him as Isaac Moore. And we're going to get into, what stands behind that and what comes with it and everything else. Isaac, I want you to just come in and briefly kind of introduce yourself. Who is Isaac Moore?
Isaac Moore is a young man that grew up to the man that just embodied fashion. My whole life, I realized that I was a designer until I started designing my own life. And I feel like that's a summary of Isaac Moore, like just a young man that grew up to a man that embodied fashion.
Gotcha. Because a lot of people, I feel like, honestly, a lot of people just really don't know you. They know you, Ike. Yeah. They don't know your story, bro. Mm-hmm. I know you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's why like I'm really here, like, because I know you know.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Like me and you got like a personal history and things like that, So
yeah. Mm-hmm. Tell them about where you from.
I'm from Third Ward, Texas.
But when you say that, I'm not to cut you off. You got to let them know, hey man, bro, a child of Houston. He wanted Houston's own.
Nah, for sure.
Bro done walked these streets. Bro done did it. So I mean, he's one of us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So tell them a little bit about where you from.
Nah, so I'm from Third Ward. I call it the capital of Houston.
Yeah.
Like you say, like, like I walked all my life, with a backpack full of my designs, trying to get people to believe in me and things like that. And it was very difficult for me and things like that because I didn't have no support. I ain't have no car to get to where I need to get to. I ain't have no money for resources and things like that. So all I had is an idea and imagination for my idea and things like that. And I met people like yourself along the way that gave me shelter. Like I remember, when I ain't had nowhere to stay and things like that until Wester, like I used to always go over there and go in your cabinet and things like that, get some food, and you was always welcome and always supportive of me in that sense and things like that. So, and I'm just so very appreciative and about that. And so many other people did the same thing.
And people are proud of you, bro. Like, contrary to belief, people proud of you. Because a lot of people, especially, man, I think you kind of like, you're not kind of magnifying exactly where you from. What part of Third Ward are you from?
I'm from the bottom of Third Ward.
From the bottom of Third Ward.
Yeah.
Tell them what street.
Yeah, so I grew up off of Bremont, 3235 Bremont.
Okay.
And but I was raised off of like Nelliton Park, Rosalie, and things like that. These are the bottom of Third Ward. So in Third Ward, you have Cunha Homes. People think that's like, it's shout out to that. You see what I'm saying? But
and in Third Ward is regentrified. So it's people like, I heard a dude come one time from New Orleans. He like, oh, this the hood. This y'all hardest stuff is hood.
Nah.
Like, bro, just look like this.
It just like, it just, because that's the heart of Houston.
Facts.
See what I'm saying? So
I tell a lot of people that.
So they gotta change it up and make it look good because it's right there by downtown and midtown and things like that. So they gotta make it look good. But man, that's a very tough spot to make it out of, especially coming from where I came from and things like that, without having no kind of like support and all that kind of stuff like that. My mom, me and her was separated from when I was like 15, 16 years old.
Wow.
Due to her like, struggles with drugs and things like that, man.
Yeah.
And so it just made my life a little bit more difficult because life is hard in itself.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
And especially people think when you start business and what you're doing and things like that, people think it's gonna get easier because like now it gets harder, it gets tougher because you're building a mind and things like that. And I think that when going through what I'm going through, it had to build me a mental mind before I got to this place of notoriety type of thing going on. Because I realized, man, I'm going through a lot right now as far as like with the adversities and things like that. But I realized that you would never reach a certain success with the equal adversities that match it.
Facts.
So I'm saying, so the adversities let you know who you are and where you are. You see what I'm saying? Because everybody don't have the same adversity.
Everybody don't have the same story.
Yeah.
So like even with you kind of bringing up, if I'm not mistaken, Miss Rita Boo.
Yeah.
That's your mama name.
That's right? Crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. Because Joe used to always speak out of it. He like, man, Rita Boo. That's what it is.
Yeah. Nah.
Kind of. I mean, because
so that's
a lot of times when you're an entrepreneur, bro, especially in situations like yours, you don't automatically have that push. You didn't have no push, bro.
No.
Your T lady was like, she was out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's something that you had to live with.
And she died on the streets.
Died on the streets. So a lot of people can go home and call mama, call daddy, call granny, call grandma.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
T lady died on the streets.
Yeah.
Last time I saw your mom, I was at Grand Lux. Mm-hmm. That was her little spot. She was getting some money out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I remember I used to go to Grand Lux and see my mom. And, you know, I used to beat myself up a lot because I feel like I didn't have nothing. My sister didn't have nothing. You know, nobody had nothing. I feel like the reason why my mom was doing all that kind of stuff because we didn't have nothing. So it kind of gave me the wrong push, but it gave me a push.
It gave you a push, but that wasn't on you.
Yeah.
That wasn't on you, bro.
Yeah.
It wasn't. I ain't gonna lie to you. Seeing what I know about mental health and drugs, it wasn't nothing you could have, brother. You could have had $1 million.
Nah, that's what kind of like blew up in my face too, because I thought it was about money. I thought it was about certain things that I thought about. I thought about whatever I was lacking. That's what I thought was the answer.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? But I realized a lot of things that we lacking, it's not the answer, bro.
Nah.
Like for real. Like my mom, you know, she used to just beg for money, and just imagine like you seeing your mom like in these streets under the, you know, where people got signs and begging for money, and that's your mom.
Yeah.
She's doing that. And you watching that and you witnessing that, and you don't know how to even process that kind of stuff like that.
Mentally.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? Now, you know, when the younger me, I didn't have nothing. So I couldn't even think about money.
Yeah.
You understand? I couldn't even think about, oh, I could go get her help. I didn't have nothing to help her with, but look at her struggle. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and that's a very, very tough spot mentally to deal with.
Yeah.
Then on top of that, you got a dream. You gotta dream of doing clothing. Clothing wasn't even, when I started doing clothing, nobody was thought about doing clothing.
Nobody was.
Nobody. Everybody that's doing clothing right now, it's like a phenomenon right now.
Yeah.
But when I started doing it, it was nothing. It was an empty little box.
I kind of want to touch on that, right? So take me back. What was your inspiration for clothing? Honestly,
like for real.
Cause you 6'4", why you ain't hoop?
Yeah.
You should have hooped.
Yeah.
What made you be like, not only am I'ma do clothes,
yeah,
I'ma stick with it.
Man, because it was my opiate. It was a drug to me more than it was a business to me. You understand what I'm saying? Going through what I was going through, I needed a way out. I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do none of that kind of stuff like that. So I was just so addicted. So I needed love. I was missing nurturing in my life and identity. So when I started getting attention from doing my fashion shows at TSU, it gave me some kind of identity and some kind of, you know, appreciation. So I was just doing it because that was a high to me.
Yeah.
Let me do another show.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, let me put something together.
Because the love was there.
It was there.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And like, I was just so strung out on that and not looking at it was a business. I could make money from it. I was appreciated in my creativity. Mm-hmm. You know, I was just doing that because I never heard my mom, you can do it, son. I never heard my dad like, man, I'm proud of you, son. You can do it and stuff like that. So I had to encourage myself and watch strangers say that to me. Man, you gonna be this, you gonna do this, you gonna do that. I'm addicted to that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And that's what kept me going. But you know, as I got older, as I got more mature in my thing, I realized I do have a gift, I do have a talent, and I do have a vision that support my gift and things like that. So I can, you know, make it as a business and stuff.
I got you.
You know?
Yeah. That was when I reached out to you, I was like, man, a lot of people see a lot of stuff with you and they like, judge, throw knives.
Yeah.
right? Because in the black community, this is what we do,
Yeah.
right? But they don't really know Ike. That's why I really wanted you to come on and talk.
Yeah.
Google the place where bro said he was from. Drive through there. See
Yeah.
what bro had to. You ever slept outside before, brother?
Slept in parks. Slept in 24-hour restaurants. Slept in 50 different homes. Like a lot of that's not even. I haven't even thought about your home.
Yeah.
That your dorm room.
Yeah.
That looked like a damn house. Shit like that. But nah, man. But one thing about it is, I was committed to something for a long, and I never switched. Don't matter the adversities.
Facts.
But yeah, man, this is a real live.
And a lot of people, they'll be like, I'm an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
I'll have a business. I do this and that. This is what I used to see Ike do. I get out of class, or I'm going to class. I see Ike on the yard. He working. Now, either he working on the design or he working on the fashion show. But something about to happen, right? Another thing I like about you remind me of DJ Khaled in the fact that you don't mind approaching whoever.
Nah, that's true.
And coming with like, hey man, look, this is me. I'm not trying to play with you.
Yeah.
This is what I got going on.
When you seen that though?
I seen you one time. It was my last semester. And me and you was talking outside the HPNE building. And Cynthia Cooper walked by. Now Cooper at this time, they had just won the championship. So she's always been big to me, shout out to Cynthia Cooper. But she was walking down the Tiger Walk and she had a Coop, the only coach, I don't care if nobody said TSU had an entourage at a HBCU, at a SWAC school.
I remember that.
She had like 8 people walking around with her. They fought. Coop down to earth. She cool as hell.
Coop was major then.
Yeah.
Like she was super major.
Facts. And I remember you was like, either me or my classmate was like, what's up, Coop? Because she approachable. And you was like, man, that's Cynthia Cooper, that show is, man, bro. Everybody still kind of was like, how they treated her was still kind of like, that's who we grew up seeing with the comments.
Yeah.
Man, I didn't say twice, man. Next thing I know, I walk shoulder to shoulder, hey, how you doing? I'm like, this nigga right here, man. Yeah, I was like, man, that's what's up. No. That I was like encouragement for everybody, like, because I always knew that about
I'm glad you say something, because, man, sometimes, man, I don't even be knowing what I have done or what the impact that I have made and things like that, because people don't say that back to me.
Well, that's again, and
I appreciate that.
That's what we deal with. You feel what I'm saying? Talk to me about when I met you. Yeah. You were doing shirts.
Yeah. So fashion is a big community. You have community of jeans, denim, dresses. You could do so many things in fashion. I think a lot of people struggling in fashion is because like it's a big community, it's a big world, and they want to do everything.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? But you got to be known for something.
Yeah.
In that community. Now it could catapult to another thing, but you got to be known for something.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying? And so that was my only reach, because it reminds you, like, I didn't know nothing about no fashion. There was just something I was.
And you didn't have no mentor.
I didn't have no mentor. There was no mentor. Like,
hell no, not in Houston.
Not in Houston.
Name a Houston clothing line that was successful that came in our genre in generation of time. Nobody, bro.
No, nobody. The only people was popping back then was Fubu.
Fubu.
Fubu was and I liked it. My boy named Carl, to this day, he a bodybuilder right now, but he had like a dope clothing line then with shirts called Six Figures. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
yeah.
He made it to, like, shout out to Carl, like, for real, that's my boy. But yeah, I like his drive.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But
it was the energy. You got good energy, bro.
Yeah.
And you what I see is you're a thinker, but you also a mover.
Yeah.
You don't really, I don't know, it might be that bottom in you, because you don't really, like, if somebody brings something up with you, when it come to like anything, when it come to like progression, you like, all right, come on, let's do it.
Yeah.
Like, all right, where they at? Oh, okay, boom. But it ain't never no.
Because I feel like
Do you sleep?
Yeah, I do. I do, man. Sometimes, like, when I can do it, I'm not gonna sleep.
Gotcha.
But if I can't do it, my problem is like, I feel like I was in prison because I had so many different ideas in my head and I couldn't get them out.
Yeah.
That was like prison for me. I couldn't live in the moment of knowing that I had this idea in my head that I couldn't get it out.
Yeah.
So just imagine like you living in your head, and that's the only thing that's good was in your head.
Yeah.
Not your surrounding, not, you walking 12, 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning trying to get somewhere to go and trying to get food and stuff like that. So I used to just live in my head, think about.
And that's the thing I be saying. Like, that's a circumstance nobody asked for, bro. Nobody in the world, I don't care how tough, I'm from the streets, I'm from the hood. Bro, you don't wanna know that your mama smoke work. You don't want to know you don't have your own situation going on in a comfortable room, a house, a bed.
Then nobody was doing fashion when I was doing it. Mm-hmm. Then I decided to use my own name.
Hell yeah, you bad, boy.
You see what I'm saying?
That's a hell of a marketing move.
That's crazy. I used my own name and made it luxury.
Facts.
Coming from where I come from and things like that, like, like that's crazy.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, that's really, really crazy. And I'm looking back, what I have done, all the traveling.
Yeah.
All the.
See, hold on. We're going to get into that. So, okay. So, all right. We'll go get to that.
Yeah, whatever.
So, the shirt, that was the original. I ain't going to lie, Kenfo. When I saw your fashion show, you damn near had them people out there in the tall tee. But I had them on it. Now that I'm being real with you.
No, it was.
Yeah, it was.
So what people doing now, I did that like 15 years ago.
Yeah, you damn near had them with the Ike Mo tall tee.
Yeah, so I used to go to Harwin and everything like that 15, almost 20 years ago, just to even get those shirts and find the people. Screen printing was rare.
Damn.
Like, it was rare.
Now they got
they got all kind of.
Yeah.
No, they got vinyl. I didn't know nothing about no vinyl.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It was screen print. I used to go, like, it was crazy. I used to know all the screen print companies. I just put my logo on there and stuff like that. And that was, I thought, was a clothing line. But at that point, that was.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't had no labels and nothing.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So.
T-shirt. What's the inside of the T-shirt say?
Shit hangs. But all kind of gilding.
Yeah.
All kind of stuff.
Shit, they was selling.
No, it was selling.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is,
I seen plenty of people get cleaned out in an Ike Mo T-shirt.
I foreseen this. I said, fashion is gonna be like the new rap, and everybody's gonna do it. So I gotta be ahead of the game, where people is gonna take time to catch up.
Gotcha.
And that's why I started doing handbags.
Okay.
That's why I started doing bags, because I foreseen it, because everybody, it's like a trend. Like, when we was in school and you ask the person where they go to school, business management, communication, registered nurse, they say the same thing.
Everybody.
So every time we're quote unquote, it's the thing to do, that's what everybody gonna do.
Facts.
And I already knew fashion was gonna be the thing to do. So I had to be ahead of the game and make it hard for people to even do it at that time. And that's why I started doing the things I was doing.
So, okay. So you take a leap of faith.
Mm-hmm.
You go from what you're comfortable in T-shirts.
Yep.
Right? Now, I've heard Kanye West speak about all the thing they let athletes and entertainers make as a shoe. So you really ahead of the curve as far as you done jumped the gun even from getting a pair of jeans and a shirt.
No, for sure.
You done start making handbags. This is luxury.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Take me to the process on how you get that thing made, man.
I had a whole book.
And where are you getting it done? Because I saw you on one picture.
Yeah.
You was in the Maybach in Tokyo.
Yeah. No, for sure. So,
this wasn't AI generated.
No. I did that years ago.
Yeah.
That was like 2012, 13 when I was doing that.
Yeah.
So it's on a whole nother level now. But I used to have a design. I ain't never had no product tangible. I used to always have like sketches and stuff like that. So I had sketches of like shoes, belts, jeans, bags, jackets, all kind of stuff. And I used to go around and show people my books.
Sketches. I remember that.
And I tell people to look at it and what you think I should come out with. And everybody started pointing at my bags. Mm-hmm. And I was like, how the hell I'm actually, how you said to me, I'm like, how the hell I'm going to do that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I made it my world just to figure out how to do this. Yeah. So I met this guy, he was doing mascots at the time.
Okay.
He was doing mascots. I say, how the hell you got mascot? I know you're not making these mascots. So I'm saying, so he introduced me to. We was on Skype. Skype was
That was popping.
So on Skype, so he turned me on to his lady named Judy.
Okay.
Judy was making his mascots at the time, and I said, Miss Judy, she was Asian. I said,
of course,
can you find a factory that can make handbags? She said, well, give me 2 weeks. 2 weeks came. She had a whole list. So I did not know how factories works, that you need tech packs and dimensions and all this.
A lot of people don't know all this. I don't even know what this is, but
like you need all kinds of stuff because they need to know exactly how to be made, right? You have to be a more than a designer. You got to be like an engineer, sort of. You see what I'm saying? So I didn't know that. So it took me a while to learn how to just to create the design and know how to make the what I'm creating functional.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? So it took me like 3-4 months just to learn that from the factory. So I finally got that. I sent out my stuff. I got me a prototype done. And and they came back saying $17,000 to do my production. I'm like, how the hell I'm gonna come with $17,000? So it took me another year. So I got me jobs. I got me like 2 or 3 jobs working at, Kroger's and Family Dollar for Alameda.
What's that spot you worked there for a brief moment?
Cafe Kanachi. What?
Was he a Nigerian guy that owned it?
Yeah. Cafe Kanachi. I love that job. I ain't gonna lie. He was making coffee.
Bro used to let you do whatever. I remember that.
Gosh, I talked to matter of fact, he had reached out to me, like he was like, man, he said, man, like everybody know who you are. Yeah. I'm hearing Rock Nation talking about, like, I'm hearing this kind of stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's just amazing. But anyway, so 17,000. I'm like, how the hell I'm gonna come with 17,000? First, I never seen no thousands in my life. So how the hell I'm gonna come with 17,000? So I used to get jobs and things like that. And I used to always never work for a job. I used to always allow the job work for my vision because I already knew what I wanted to do with myself. And how you do that is, like, I just don't go to work for money. I feel like if you're doing something for money, you working for the money, or you working for something. Yeah. But if I always gave like time frames of when I'm going to quit, so I'm saying, okay, well, this is my goal. I want to save up for fabric. So fabric costs $1,500 to get whatever. So I'm gonna work at this Family Dollar for $1,500 and I quit. I'm always gonna make it work for me instead of me working for
that's
it.
not against the law.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's what I used to do. And so this guy see me walking, and I ain't gonna say no name, but I'll tell you. But he seen me walking, and he said, man, I got a guy, man, I want to introduce you to. He trying to start like a record label, but he will really help you get started. It took me a whole year to come up with $6,000. But I was so happy with the $6,000 that the guy gave me. So by the time I got $6,000, the factory in Asia told me, hey, well, Mr. Moore, we don't want to deal with you no more because we don't want to wait another year.
Yeah.
I was crying.
Yeah.
I was crying because, like, I feel like this was good, but now this just shattered my whole different thing.
Yeah,
like, God, you don't want me to win, because anytime I'm steady walking, I'm steady doing this, I'm steady barely eating and all this kind of stuff like this, and I'm following, okay, something good could happen. I could get some products, I could get some, whatever. And the factories told me, hey, we don't want to deal with you no more. So I was just crying, and in the midst of me crying, I just heard like a voice say, go out there. Remind you, I never flew in a day in my life at that time. Wow. I didn't have no passport. I didn't have nothing. I just heard a voice. Just like how you said in the beginning, like, I'm a doer. Like, long as I see it, I'm going to do it. Yeah. I heard a voice say, go out there.
Go out there.
So I took that $6,000 and I went out there. And I just flew. I didn't know where the hell I was going. So when you get your, when you go across the waters like that, you have to get like your visa. In order to get your visa, you gotta let them know where you're gonna go. I didn't know. I just picked a name. I just picked the Providence. I just picked something.
Yeah.
I just need to get to China.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? At that time. And so I ended up going to Hong Kong. I ended up flying to Hong Kong. And so I'm networking in Hong Kong. And I went to Shenzhen. I went to Guangzhou. I went to all these different kind of things. And I stayed. And the only person I knew was the lady that made the mascot.
Miss Judy.
Miss Judy.
Gotcha.
I said, I'm in Guangzhou. Could you give me some more factories in China? So she started giving me a lot more factories so I could go up there. So remind you, like, the factory that she gave me was in another state. Like, say I flew into Houston, but where I got to go to is New York.
Gotcha. Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
And I'm not from here.
And I'm not from here.
Yeah.
And nobody speak English.
Yeah.
Nobody speak English. So I'm taking an email, going to the concierge and letting her read the email that Judy sent to me. So I'm trusting strangers and people don't know. So they take me to the bullet station and bullet train. So I got on that with an email just showing that.
Yeah.
I met this white guy. He was a teacher because you could get paid
more
teaching English out there at that time. And he taught me how to read characters. He spent 3 hours while I was waiting on my train.
Yeah.
He taught me how to read in characters of China. And so
at least get you from point A to point B.
Man, he helped me so much, man. Like, he taught me so much. I stayed in China for like 3-4 months.
Wow. I remember when you was out there. I remember for a minute you was
trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
And I went to another state. I'm not knowing where I'm going. So I was on the south side of where I was. I had to get to the north side of it. That was like 2 hours in a cab.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Then I finally made it. It was like fashion heaven for me.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Then I started figuring out from there. I came back to the States. Well, I came back to New York. I met Gabby Douglas because at 160 Park at that time. And I met her. And I had one bag and I went to Union Square, Circle Union in New York. And I seen a lookbook. And I said, Coach lookbook. And I said, man, if I get this lookbook done, I could make things happen. And that's how it started for me right there. I started with one bag from China, got one bag done, and that's how I got started with these handbags.
That's a beautiful thing.
You know?
And yeah, you took a hell of a leap of faith.
No, for sure.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
But it gave me so much confidence in the world, man, that I could travel anywhere.
Yeah.
I travel everywhere. You see what I'm saying?
I see you dropping off your bags a little bit everywhere in America, but to go outside the United States of America and do this, it's like, wow.
You know what I learned? That everything has its own built-in time. Everything has its own built-in time. If I want to get to Dallas from Houston, I can't beat the time that is already built in for me to get there.
Say 4 hours, it's 4 hours.
It's 4 hours.
Yeah.
Even if you go extra, you're not going to get there 50 minutes earlier.
No, you're not.
See what I'm saying?
That's with everything.
So what I realized, so when God gives you a vision, it's really not for that time. It's to prepare for the time when it's supposed to be. Like, there was no such thing as black fashion when I started this.
Yeah.
But I was so committed to it until 2019 when they did that thing with the blackface and with the Gucci and stuff like that.
I remember
that's when everybody started.
Because people were saying, okay, see, I'm glad you hit on that. So I remember when I think my friend, she was working at Saks. And at that time, I remember it was like controversy she would tell me about and different stuff she would see. The blackface came. I remember like Jim Jones, a few other people. I can't remember everybody as an entertainer, athlete, or whatever. They were like, hey, let's get behind black clothing line. So they start tagging people on different websites.
So the community started tagging my name.
I remember that. I remember that.
You know, and that's how I started having all these people start reaching out to me.
Yeah. So other than that, when was, because I know to be sitting at home or to be chilling somewhere and then your phones just start lighting up, right? You it's just like, man, what's going on?
Yeah.
Isaac Mo Fashion. They're tagging me. other than that, when did you realize what your moment was like? Oh, I've become successful at this.
Right.
Because I know right now you telling me about it. Bottom, walking, talk. Man, mentally, bro, that beats a certain. It takes a certain type of fortitude that you have.
Yeah.
To be able to withstand that and still look at yourself and say, keep punching. Right?
Mm-hmm.
When did you see that in this mode, I'm becoming successful at this?
Successful for me is when you dominate in the area of your gift. That's success for me. But far as what other people view success is, it's like I still don't think I'm successful in that area.
Okay.
Because nobody is making me successful. See, when people make other people successful, it seems like you right here and now you vanish to over there.
Yeah.
So with me, I know every adversity, every pain for me to even get to this point.
Yeah. That's why a lot of people that are in certain situations,
Yeah.
they can relate to you, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody ain't just, you know what I'm saying? People got stories.
I still don't think because I'm still in the pain mode. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm still in the pain mode, bro. Like, yeah, people look at the results of saying, but I'm still in the pain mode. I'm still like climbing, and I'm still climbing. The more I get to a height, it's more harder.
Yeah.
I haven't got to the mountaintop yet, so so I don't know how that's look. I'm still fighting. I'm still climbing. I'm still doing that kind of stuff. Like it haven't leveled out for me yet.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So, and that's why I'm still here, because if I was there, bro, I don't know. I'm gonna have to take this podcast to my house or something.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
Fact.
Yeah,
fact.
but
Nah, that's love.
No, I'm still climbing the ladder. So I feel every pain, every agony of me getting to whatever I accomplish in life. I feel it. You don't know what I have to go through, or who I need to call, or what happened, or what trying to stop me from getting there, and I still make it happen.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
far as the clothes, because I know you focusing in on bags right now. You have a luxury clothing line bag company.
Mm-hmm.
You do backpacks,
Mm-hmm.
you do purses, you do clutches.
Yep.
What else do you do?
Now I'm just more. I feel like my name is getting to a certain kind of level. I could just start putting my name on some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So, okay. This is what I'm gonna ask for, me personally. The teddy bears that you was doing with the t-shirt, you dropped it, bro, but that was like a shock drop. You gotta really focus in just for one time and drop that. That was a beautiful shirt. I remember you had the blue and the white one, and I don't remember what other color. I was like, man.
My marketing always superseded my business, because you gotta understand, man. Like, listen. The first time I ever made a bag, Meek Mills gave me a shout out.
I remember that.
First time I ever made, you know how long it took me just to make a bag? I took a sample. I used to take a sample, and I used to go around the community and get people to say something about the bag. So I'm thinking I'm just doing my groundwork or whatever, which I don't mind doing.
Yeah.
But the first time or second time I've done it, Meek Mills, hey, gave me a shout out. Now, my business went through the roof, which I ain't had no product to even make no business.
Okay, and I'm glad you said that.
You understand what I'm saying?
We're going to get to that part too.
Yeah.
So, fuck it. How does that work? With investors, how do you professionally get contracts done? How do you professionally pick? Because let me say this. A lot of you investors, the best way I could put this, you don't know them.
No.
Y'all come to him.
For sure.
Right? They come, sure. I don't know you.
For sure.
Right? You see an opportunity to invest in something.
Yeah, for sure.
To see it grow, to see it.
Most people, what makes me so interesting is because who I attach myself with.
Okay.
Who people see me with. That's why people is so interested in me, because they want to be more of a part of. I mean, one guy, he was like, man, we could be business partners. Yeah, so I could go on a breakfast club with you.
Yeah,
you know, all kind of stuff. Like they already got this idea of themselves to be who they want to be through the enduring of what I'm already doing.
Yeah.
So it seemed like they helping, but they really not.
Not. Yeah.
And it comes out because investing is for me. If I go into a house and it's nothing in that house, and I start slowly putting things into the house, and
Gotcha.
I'm investing into the house to make it look like what I saw it to be.
Yeah.
I'm not going to relinquish. I'm not going to stop it because my vision for this house is not done yet. So I'm going to put into it until that actually become what I need to be.
Yeah.
People don't do that. People is like, man, they got the mentality of they wanna hit licks. Oh, this is a good opportunity, so I could get my money back. I just got my PPP loan with this, or I got this, or I just got this. So let me put it. Oh, bro, got something going on.
Yeah,
he got motion going on. So let me be a part of that. And it was so flattering to me because I never had that type of support ever.
Where y'all was at?
Yeah, so I didn't care. I'm like, oh, you want to do this?
Yeah.
You want to do this?
Yeah,
you want
facts.
So I'm
Facts.
because coming from where I'm come from, struggling with the same thing for 15 years, ain't nothing happening, and all of a sudden, people want to throw shit at me.
Yeah.
Bro, how would you do that? Like, how would you? So and now I'm so used to it. Now I can answer your question. Now, like, how do you go by doing that? You know, like, first of all, you gotta know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta know what you bring. I didn't know who I was.
Mm-hmm.
I was just so caught up in the fact that, like, people are starting to believe in me now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I didn't have that. It was more of a release. People start coming to me, like, hey, how can I be a support? What you got going on? Hey, I got this. I want to fly you over here, and I got this, man. Like, I got stories for days, bro, because how my life just changed like that.
We here.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it just changed like that, bro. Like, for real. And it kept on getting more, like, man, Ozzy Moore he just blew up. He just blew it up. But nah, the marketing looked like that. Mm-hmm. But I'm still trying to get product to support the name.
Facts.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know nothing about no shipping. Mm-hmm. I didn't know about damn shipping just cost just as much money to making the product. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Then you got to develop it. You know, each hardware is to develop. It takes like 50 days to 2 months to develop a hardware. Yeah. See what I'm saying? That's not even including a bag. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying?
They just see you handing Floyd Mayweather a bag. Yeah. Oh, here,
That's just keeping myself relevant.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was going to make me who I am.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not looking at it like that because remind you, I'm always doing that. I'm always networking. I'm always letting people know what I do and who I am and things like that.
Since I met you.
So that meeting people like that, it doesn't do nothing. But for other people, it's like, oh.
Facts.
So in my mind, I'm thinking like I'm just working. But other people might know this nigga made it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it wasn't just Floyd. It was Magic. It was Steve. It was this. It was that. I did 200 in back to back. So it's not stopping.
Yeah.
I got to the point, man, the Rams reached out to me.
Wow. The national football team.
After they won.
Rams. Wow.
I couldn't support it.
Yeah.
Because what I looked or deemed to be, I'm still trying to get it together. Bro, I couldn't handle all that. First of all, they gave me a whole list of the people who made it. Mm-hmm. I can't go in detail with that, but I had a whole list. And they had to chop it down to 50 players or something like that or whatever. Then because I need to know the name, I need to do my research on each person and everything.
Yeah, that's a lot of work.
A lot of work, right? Then
because your boxes are they're great.
Yes. Yeah. So that's just the boxes.
Yeah.
That's just the boxes, not just the bags. Then I'm flying.
Yeah.
To get my name to where it was, you know how much money that it took to really do it, bro? Like, my boxes cost a lot of money just to even get it made. Yeah. Then you got to make the product to go in the boxes. Then you actually like going to these people. Then you got cameraman you could pay for. Mm-hmm. Then you got they shelter to pay for. Then you got to take care of the driving to even get to this point. Then you got to get back. Mm-hmm. Then you got to get another one. Then it happened all over again.
Yeah.
You know, so my marketing was superseded.
And you got to pay yourself.
You gotta pay myself. No, I wasn't even worried about that because I feel like what was for me was finally working. I deal for so long not having money. So money, it doesn't mean nothing to me.
Yeah.
What's important to me is getting these freaking ideas outside of my head.
Got you.
I live in his head. And it's so very important when I see something, it gotta happen.
Yeah.
It frustrates me. It really like it frustrates me to a whole nother level if I can't get these ideas out.
Got you.
So now, we're not dealing with China. That was and then we in Italy, we in New York. Everything is more like, stuff like that now. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Yeah.
So, okay. The Space City collection.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably the most controversial collection, obviously, because now you're making moves.
Mm-hmm.
You have investors.
Mm-hmm.
Now people are alleging certain things.
Yeah.
Speak on what you can about that.
Nah, I mean, it's just like this, man. Like I told you in the beginning, like it's about people want to be a part of something for the wrong reason.
Gotcha.
Not for like when people really have money. I remember I was watching an interview of Shaq investing into like Yahoo or Google or something like that. He said he forgot about it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Then it came like, golly, I had this type of thing going on. Listen, this is all I know. This is all I do. This is all I want to do. I don't want to do no Bitcoin. I don't want to do no real estate. I don't want to do that. I just want to, if I'm going to become in real estate, I'm going to integrate fashion into real estate.
Yeah.
I'm going to integrate these
But
things.
you fashion.
I'm fashion.
Yeah.
It's fashion first, then everything else.
Yeah.
So my thing is like, man, I feel like people, when they find out I'm at the preliminary stages of my business,
Mm-hmm.
and they thought that it was bigger than what it was.
Mm-hmm.
That's when the other type of talks start happening and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they can't handle they would never invest in me anyway if I wasn't like that.
Yeah.
You know?
And then if they look up the definition of what investment means.
Yeah. And plus, like, you have to, you got to be certified to be an investor. You got to have to make a certain kind of money a year to even qualify yourself as an investor.
Gotcha.
Because certain things you invest in, you got to end up making that at least a year. Whatever, if you spending $20,000, you got to currently make that.
Gotcha. Okay. You put me on game.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to. I had to learn about a lot of different stuff. You see what I'm saying? So my thing is like, man, like, so I'm dealing with customers. I'm learning so much because I'm not knowing who I am. I am personally dealing with these people.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm diluting
just
my
as
own
much
self.
as they like this bag, they like you.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, they hold me up to a certain kind of standard, so they be so surprised. Oh my God, I'm talking to you. Yeah, I'm thinking like this is flattering, like I'm doing the right thing, but it's not.
Yeah.
I'm reducing myself.
Yeah.
That's why certain things need to be in place.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? And
so basically what you're saying too, certain people shouldn't have had access to you.
Not at all.
Facts. It's
Not
like, okay, and I'm gonna use an example, right? When they were starting up Uber,
mm-hmm.
right? Because it's a movie that came out about how they developed Uber.
Mm-hmm.
Certain people just wasn't able to hand bro $20K or $1 million on it. I'm a part of it.
It's a process.
It's a process.
And
that's a learning curve you have to learn.
I had to, because I'm coming from the struggle, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I'm coming from people what? Investing in you? I got my own name. Why? I'm hearing this all the time. So, and I'm having a type of fortitude of like, I'm going to keep on doing this.
Yeah.
But go get a job.
Yeah.
Go do this. I got to keep on hearing this.
Facts.
And I really overcome that. So now people are just trying to like, here, let me, so I wasn't even thinking about that. I didn't even know nothing about that.
Yeah.
I had to learn of me climbing this success ladder, this fashion ladder of mine to know, okay, everything is a process. and this will cost me right now.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but no. Like sometimes when I see certain stuff with you, I wonder not money. I don't care about that.
Yeah.
Like as a friend, like I be wondering about people's mental fortitude.
Yeah.
Like how you doing mentally?
Yeah.
Cause that's draining, bro. I don't care. Nobody say.
Oh, that's really.
I just watched Uzi Vert say that he was like, when people be like, I don't care, that mean they really care.
Yeah, for sure.
So how do you handle? You wake up one day and you see social media eyes more, and it might not be positive.
Yeah. No. It's not positive. It's very contrary to your character.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But what makes me so what gets to me is the people that's close to you that you think they know you.
Mm-hmm.
And they believe in it.
Yeah. Well.
That's the most hurtful thing in the world to me.
Yeah.
Because I don't expect people to, because if I'm getting introduced by the world, by social media, by having any kind of negative or pessimistic type of view about me or whatever, so I'm saying like, that show, you don't know me. So then you're going to go off of that.
You only got your name.
You see what I'm saying? So my thing is like, but when close people talk about you, and they already have it in their heart, bro. Like that's hurtful to me. And at that time, I never felt so defeated in my life. Yeah. I never felt defeated in my life, bro. Like I always been like the upbeat person, and I can motivate
always
myself.
Smiling,
always.
Yeah,
like for real, I wouldn't. But at that time, I felt defeated.
Yeah,
I felt hopeless. I felt like it's over.
Yeah.
For me, it's over for me.
Yeah.
Then I had to snap back. And I'm like, bro, I'm a bad motherfucker, bro.
Facts.
I'm cold. Like,
Facts.
I really built this stuff.
Yeah.
I took my own name and made it to where it need to be.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and I had to snap back to remind myself who I am. And I know that if God allowed me to get this far, bro, I know this not going to stop me because I'm not going to stop.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Facts.
Yeah, that was my. I didn't want to go outside because I'm believing everything. Shit,
man,
it was so much shit
I mean,
going on.
a lot of people.
I started believing that. I'm like, dang.
I mean, yeah, but you know you good. But you seen some stuff, and this all happened, bro. It was an avalanche.
For sure.
I saw you go from Turkey Leg Hut, Meek Mill in the Wraith with the bag.
Yeah.
Isaac Moore
on every news station,
yeah,
everything.
Yeah, everything.
You know what I'm saying? Like, like the golden child. Now.
The prince of the city.
Yeah, like for real, everybody wanna, you see what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Bro. Like for real. And I ain't make it in their way. So everybody had to come to me.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, like, how he doing that? So now everybody wanna know, how he's doing that. So when they seen that, they trying to put 2 to 2 together and all this kind of stuff like that. And like, it just start happening like that, bro. Like for real. But yeah.
You having to pick and choose now who you getting in the bed with. Bro,
that's the most important for me for anything.
Yeah.
It's choices.
Yeah.
Because it could destroy you or define you, bro.
Facts.
And my poor decisions, it defined me by destroying certain things that I don't need to have in my life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it hurts me because I got to go through the pain of doing that. Who want to go through a pain? But certain pains is good for growth.
Yeah.
And I need
it.
You
learned a lot, bro.
Man, I'm telling you.
Within a short period of time.
And I'm glad it's happening now because you would think that I'm just like, man, I went to court. The news was at the court.
Yeah.
So I'm saying,
yeah.
I'm like, I know, like I'm at the court, and I'm hearing people. It's like, asking, say, when was all this camera people over here?
Yeah.
And they just pointing at me. So I don't know. That's the designer right here. That's what they're here for. I'm like, wow, I know they not here for me.
Yeah.
I just know I'm not that big.
Yeah.
Bro.
This is a small business.
This has happened. This is crazy to me, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
Yeah. It's kind of like, not to cut you off, it's kind of like SeaWorld, Dr. Pepper, Walmart, right? These people get sued or in situations like that all the time. So for a camera crew to show up to them, it'd be like, what are y'all doing?
What are y'all doing?
Yeah.
Why y'all trying to really like take me down?
There you go. That's what okay.
Like it's a personal thing.
That's what I
and
want.
People
understand.
And people it's media, bro.
There you go.
Pay for media.
Yeah.
And that's what they're doing. They paying for these things to take me down.
Yeah.
And it's very small little money. Oh, Isaac took this, took that. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Like this is not real and it's not true and it's made up, but it's deemed to seem that way.
Facts.
Because I'm not talking about it.
Yeah.
I'm not doing nothing about it.
Yeah.
You know? But I feel
you never went on a coked out rant on live.
No, I'm not
high,
that type of
drunk
person.
with about it. Yeah, y'all got me messed up.
Yeah.
You just like, I'm gonna keep working.
I'm gonna keep working. And I'm gonna think it like you say, man, I'm a thinker.
Yeah.
I understand how things work. For me to take a name, my own name, and make it, that requires a lot of thinking.
Hell yeah.
A lot of
and belief.
And a lot of passion and you carrying that thing out to really make that happen, bro. Like, so this is like a piece of cake. I'm gonna get through it,
mm-hmm.
do the necessary things to make it right.
Yeah.
And just keep on elevating.
Yeah, we go shake hands, kiss babies.
Yeah, that's
how do our thing. Yeah.
Because I know how to turn around, bro. Like, what keeps me going is I look at the worst things in life. So I'm a real creator. So I could describe my feelings.
Gotcha.
So I say, man, I was like, how you feel? I'm talking to myself. I'm like, how you feel? I was like, man, I just feel like when I lost my mom,
yeah,
I felt like I had legs, but all of a sudden my legs got amputated.
Yeah. I can imagine. Like, bro, you ain't. Yeah.
I felt like my leg was missing.
Yeah.
You know, and then I started looking up Olympics where paraplegics didn't have no legs, but they still doing tremendous
Special Olympics.
things.
Yeah.
Because that's how I felt.
Yeah.
I felt like I didn't have no arms. I didn't have no legs. Something was.
You did lose something.
You see what I'm saying? I did.
Yeah, you
and
did.
That's how I felt. And it's all of a sudden, I don't have it no more.
Yeah.
So I started getting hope into people this is how I felt, but actually people was really going through it.
Mm-hmm.
But people still winning. People still doing some amazing things with no legs.
Yeah.
With no arms.
Yeah.
Like that guy with one arm.
Yeah.
You know, and stuff. That's amazing to me.
Hansel. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I had to look at that and apply that same thing to my feelings. And I'm like, man, let me do that. So I'm saying, like, this is how I feel, but I could still be amazing.
Yeah.
I have a gift. I could still be amazing at it and things like that. So, I mean, I'm just ready to, show the world, bro. I'm really like, I'm learning. I have learned so much.
Cool jacket you got on.
Man, you know.
Cool shorts.
Yeah, you know.
When you got out the I don't want to say what kind of car you in, but when you hopped out your machine, I say, Kenfo look like you got something figured out.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
I can't go low.
You're not gonna go low.
I can't go low.
You're not gonna go low.
Like I'm
not gonna go low.
Happen.
No.
You see what I'm saying?
Nope.
I'm at my lowest.
Yeah. I wouldn't even say that. This is like, because I don't want to go too much into it.
Yeah.
But what a lot of businesses, especially some of the times I've seen, man, listen, if you look up people documentaries, if you see some of the most times they've been through legal stuff, you'll be like, damn, Kenfo, like,
for sure.
that, bro, them doing good.
No, for sure.
Because at the end of the day, it's all about that. That's a nice bag, bro. My mom saw your, I showed her you. Because she was like, who are you interviewing? I say, you don't remember Isaac? That time he was trying to get you to come on this cruise. He had a cruise package. And
I was selling that.
Kenfo, you out of control. She had came to my spot and was cleaning up and helping do something. And you was over there. And she was like, yeah, all you need is $700. And, yes, ma'am, I'll be in contact with you. She was like, that young man has a beautiful bag. Yeah. That thing is nice.
Yeah.
She was like, I would, oh my God,
Yeah.
She was like, I can see what's going on. So that's what I really, like I said, as a friend, as a brother, I always be wondering about people. At night, I'm a thinker.
For sure.
I pray for everybody, bro. You know what I'm saying? I have everybody in my thoughts. Everybody who I come across. So I always sit back and I be like, man, I wonder how Ike doing mentally. In the era of where mental health is big, right?
Sure.
Because you have a good thing going, you have a beautiful thing going, right?
Sure.
You're the first of what you're doing,
Yeah.
which is important, and your struggle is gonna make it to where it's gonna be 10 times better than other success. This is what I want everybody to focus on. Forget all the other stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it's gonna happen, whatever. What's the end all goal for Isaac and Moore?
that Isaac and Moore, first of all, it will be the biggest brand that the world ever encountered.
Speak it.
In life.
Speak it.
At one period of time, Isaac and Moore will be the #1 brand that people, luxury brand in the world.
Yeah.
At one period of time. That one period of time could be for 5 years, 6 years, but
it don't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It don't matter.
You understand what I'm saying?
But some of the people that's saying what they saying, they never even took a leap of faith to do nothing, bro.
And so my thing is, and I don't speak things to existence. I speak what exists.
Gotcha.
I believe whatever's in my head that God showed me, it already happened. So if I get in line with that and I'm speaking, like when I'm looking at this TV right here, like it's existing. So I'm speaking exactly what I see.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm saying, so I'm not speaking this thing to existence. It's already here.
It's already here.
So I'm saying, so I'm only speaking things what exists. So when I tell you this, I really see it.
Gotcha.
And God showed me through the, like how I just climbed the ladder so fast. It can happen just like that.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So, but the end all of Isaac and Moore is I want to create a brand that people want to work hard for, that people want to toil for, people want to become successful for, people want to attach their success and to my brand, and my brand identify and represent their success and their accomplishments in life.
Okay.
And that's why I made the box experience, to remind the people how far they have came. Because it's not so much about the destination. It's very important to have a destination, to know where you're going. But to get there, you got to know how far you came.
Yeah.
How far you came.
That's important.
Just how close you are to where you're going. And that's what this brand is about. It's about representing the individual and reminding the individual how far they came in life. You see what I'm saying? And that's, so when you carry the Isaac and Moore bag and things like that, doesn't matter how hard and how difficult it may be or may seem or may deem, that this represent your accomplishments.
Yeah.
This represent your success. This represent who you are and what you have done. And
a sense of pride.
That's just a pride. Yeah, for sure. And that's what it is.
I got you. Well, that's a lot, man. I want to tell you, thank you for coming out, bro. Appreciate you. It's love. It's 1201 Talks. I want everybody to like, comment, subscribe. This is Isaac Moore. Tell them where they can reach out and find you, brother.
It's Isaac and Moore on every social media platform. Isaac and Moore. And more.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, that's it. That's for 1201 Talks. Thank y'all so much.
Yeah.